Welcome to Steps Through the Nation, Breeze TV's newest weekly politics and current affairs show covering headlines from around the world. Coming up today, former President Trump's series of indictments is shaping up. Then, how a new impeachment inquiry into President Biden is taking the floor of the House. Plus, we take a look at the devastating earthquake that took place in Morocco. I'm your host, Noel James. On to some breaking news out of Pennsylvania. Danilo Cavalcante, the convicted killer who escaped the Philadelphia area prison in late August, has been captured. Officials announced Wednesday morning ending a 13-day manhunt that involved hundreds of law enforcement officers, temporarily closed nearby schools, and put the surrounding area on edge. Pennsylvania State Police Lieutenant George Bivens said at a news conference that an aircraft picked up a heat signature at about 1 a.m. Wednesday, and that after weathering a storm, a tactical team crept up on the area. Cavalcante broke out of the Chester County prison August 31st, and a week after he was sentenced to life for killing his ex-girlfriend. Bivens maintained throughout the search that Cavalcante was, quote, extremely dangerous, even before he stole a rifle from a resident's garage on Monday. The search involved hundreds of law enforcement officers, drones, helicopters, and dogs around Pocopson Township, 30 miles west of Philadelphia. The FBI and the U.S. Border Patrol sent resources to help in the manhunt. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy announced Tuesday that he is calling on his House committees to open a formal impeachment inquiry into President Joe Biden, even as they have yet to prove allegations that he directly profited off his son's foreign business deals. McCarthy said an impeachment inquiry is, quote, the logical next step of the GOP-led investigations that have been going on for months. A vote to launch an impeachment inquiry would be the first step in an effort to remove Biden from office. It isn't a vote on the impeachment itself. Moving on to President Trump, an Atlanta-based grand jury on August 14th indicted Trump and 18 others on state charges stemming from their alleged efforts to overturn former president's 2020 electoral defeat. The historic indictment is the fourth criminal case that Trump is facing. The charges brought in a sweeping investigation led by Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis cover some of the most covert efforts the former president and his allies to meddle in the 2020 president election. Unlike the election subversion charges brought by special counsel Jack Smith, Willis' case will be insulated if Trump is re-elected in 2024. He will not be able to pardon himself or his allies of any state law convictions, nor will he be able to dismiss the Fulton County prosecutors bringing the charges. Trump pleaded not guilty via court filing, waiving an in-court appearance as allowed by Georgia law. In Morocco, at least 2,901 people have died and 5,530 were injured as a result of a devastating earthquake that hit the country on Friday. The 6.8 magnitude tremor sent destruction in a region south of the city of Marrakesh. The epicenter was high in the Atlas Mountains, about 44 miles south of Marrakesh in Al Haouz province. Most of the dead were, quote, buried under the rubble of the collapsed buildings, the government said. The quake and its aftershocks shook most of Morocco and caused injury and death in other provinces, including Marrakesh, Taroudant, and Chichawa. Rescue operations continue with search teams from Britain, Spain, and Qatar assisting the Moroccan military, but hopes of finding survivors are unfortunately fading. International aid groups warn that Morocco faces a huge challenge in supplying help to the estimated 300,000 affected people and in rebuilding destroyed communities. Thanks for joining us today, Dukes. Join us again next week for more Steps Through the Nation.